Sitting outside the gym. Let's see if y'all can see that. Sitting outside the gym, man, and the thing I like about the gym is that you reap what you sow, man. You can't make no excuses. You can't blame nobody else for your body not being in the shape that it's in, or you can't blame nobody for your body not being in the conditioning that you want it to be in. You only can blame you because you didn't do the work. You reap what you sow in here, man. It costs. It costs in this gym. I'm sweating. I ain't even been in there yet. Told you I'm just sitting out here. I'm sweating already, just sitting in this hot car. Thinking about the price. Thinking about how much I'm finna spend. Thinking of how much I'm gonna spend. And the amount you spend is basically on what you value it. I plan on spending some money today. And I ain't talking about physical money. You know what I'm saying? I just got to do that because I don't know how if my parables go too far with Jake Head, man. But I did have to spend money, physically money though, initially to even get the membership. It costs physical money out the gate anyway. But it costs mental money also. It costs to have the discipline to come in here and do the work, man. And put yourself through pain, to sacrifice. You know this finna be painful. You know the only way to do it, the only way to get the results is through the pain. You gotta go in here and suffer. And of course, the salvation is the same way, man. This truth costs. Knowing who you are costs. Salvation costs. See, the thing is, y'all got the grace free. And that's why you don't appreciate the grace. Because it was given to you. That grace in Ezra 9:8, but that grace in Titus 2:11, that grace you got to pay for. That grace that grace that gives salvation in that Titus 2:11, that grace that teaches us how to be righteous and to deny all ungodliness and worldly lust. That kind of grace, you got to pay for that. Even the grace that you say before you eat, you have to pay for that. You have to be appreciative. It takes amount of tribulation for you have to go through something for you to be here up there saying grace every meal, man. Your parents taught you to say grace every meal. You went through something. Believe that. You went through something. They made sure you said grace every meal. They went through something to get that meal, cost them something. Every one of them. Every meal. Go back and think about all the meals your mother prepared, all the meals your father prepared, all the meals you done sat with your family and they told you, make sure you say that grace because it costs. It cost me something to put that food on that plate today. This truth costs. It's going to cost you something, man. You're going to lose family. It's going to cost you jobs. It's going to cost you opportunities. It's going to cost you career moves. It's going to cost you traveling spots. It's going to cost you friends. It's going to cost you sisters and brothers. It's going to cost. It's going to cost. Are you willing to pay it? Do you value it enough to pay the price? Do you value it enough to pay the price of this truth, man? Because salvation is not free, man. It is not. You gon' have to. You were bought with a price. You were bought with a price. Right? Romans 12:1 tells you to Shalakia. You know what I'm saying? Present your bodies as a living sacrifice. And it says that's your reasonable service. That's your reasonable service. That's a reasonable price. That's on sale salvation. That's discounted salvation. That's rational. That's logical. That you do that. That's not asking too much, man. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you, man. And a lot of people will look at you and be like, wait, damn, where? You know, we go ahead and look at Adam Abad, look at the Guerrilla Hebrews, look at the Captain Tazariox, look at the Zion Lexus, look at the Brother Divine Prospect, look at Priest Sabak, look at brother Joel. You know, we look at these great brothers out here doing these teachings, and man, you know, we want to strive to, but it costs them, man. Whisper to them one day. Go up to your elder and ask them, what did it cost you? You seen that Avengers movie, man? And Thanos had to go up there and he talked to after everything was said and done, after he accomplished the mission, he had that revelation with his daughter and the daughter in her spirit realm as she was a little child, when he loved her the most, that he remembered the most, that he held to the deepest within him. He went back seeing her, and she asked him, "Did you do it?" He said, "Yeah. Yep, I did it." She said, "What did it cost you?" What did it cost you? Everything. Everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It cost me everything. What did it cost you, man? When you see those brothers, and it's just like going into the gym, man. Brothers will see you with that physique, see you with them strong shoulders, see you with the biceps, see you filling out your shirt. They'll never ask you what it costs. They just tell you, they just say, man, what exercise I need to do. They ain't trying to come. They come in that gym once or twice to look at you. Brothers the same way. Brothers will come see priests about. Brothers will come out there and build around Brother Joel. Brothers will come out there and build around Guerrilla Hebrew. Brothers will come out there and build around brother Sirach. They go and build around them, brothers, but you know what it costs. When you tell them what it costs, when you show them what it costs, man, don't want to pay the price. You don't want to pay, man. They think it's some kind of short. Ain't no shortcuts, man. You gotta pay the price. And even listen, watch this. Even the Hamashiach tried to find another way. He wanted to see if it was another way, because he was like, man, you know, if there's another way, there's another price I can pay. There's another way we can do this. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking to the disciples and he asked them to pray with him, right? Matthew 26:42. Matthew 26:42. Watch this. He went away. Matter of fact, start at 40. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What? Could ye not watch with me? No. No, that ain't what I want. Now, let's go to the 38. Matthew 26, verse 38. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. Man, the Mashiach is going through it, man, sweating to death, man. He's scared to death, man. His soul is exceeding sorrowful. I ain't gonna say that was fear, but he was hurt, man. He was hurt. He was sorrowful to the point of almost worried to death about what he has had to go through. Anxiety about what he had to go through, man. Bubble guts. You talking about them bubble guts that'll kill you. What kind of bubble guts that is? Tarry ye here And watch with me. Come here, man. Comfort me, man. Watch with me. Just watch with me. You don't even know what I'm about to go. You don't even know what it costs. Do this small thing for me, though. You don't even know what I'm about to. You don't even know how much I'm about to pay for you. But just do this small favor for me, man. Verse 39. And he went a little farther and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "Oh, Father, if it is possible, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. I don't want this. Let this, if it's possible, Father, if there's another way, let the cup pass from me. If there's another, if it be possible, if the price could just drop down a little bit, or you could find another way to finance these Negroes, to finance these wicked, ungrateful Jakes. If you could find another way to finance their salvation, to pass this cup away from me." Verse 39 again. "If it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt." So I can't get a commandment, but I'm here to do your will. I'm just throwing it out there if there's another way. "And he cometh unto the disciples," verse 40, "and he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What? Could you not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." So spirit, man, I'm willing to go through this thing. I'm willing, but that flesh, the flesh got them bubble guts turning. Watch this. "And he went away again the second time and prayed, saying, My Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it." Here, if I can't get this thing done unless I pay this price, then your will be done. Thy will be done, man. I gotta pay what I had to pay. That's just what it is. You gotta pay what you gotta pay. This thing costs. It costs, man. It's gonna cost you. Watch this. Watch this. Matter of fact, let me stay in Matthew 20. Matthew 20. Yeah. Matthew 20:20. "Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him, and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? What wilt thou?" Like, what do you want? She said unto him, "Grant to these two, that these my two sons may sit, the one on the right hand and the other on the left, in thy kingdom." But Yahushua answered and said, "Ye know not what you ask." You don't know what you ask. You want to sit on the left and the right. You don't want. Did you know what that costs? You don't know what you asked. You done picked up something. You don't know what the price is. You don't know. Did you have the budget for that? What's your credit? What do you have the good report? What your credit look like? You don't know what you asking. "Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I'm baptized with?" Are you willing to go through this? Can you bear this affliction? Can you bear this torment? Can you pay this price? You want to drink from this cup? And see, that's another thing about the breaking of the bread, man. You drinking from that cup, man. Like, you need to know. Before you drink from that cup, you need to know: are you willing to pay that price, man? You sitting here passing that cup around. Are you prepared to pay the price? Don't pass the cup around if you ain't prepared to pay the price, man. They said unto him, "We are able." And he said unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. So that ain't his to give. And that's another precept, just kills that whole Trinity thing. But to stay on topic, man, this thing gon' cost you, man. Don't think it's not gonna cost you. You not finna go in that gym and get them biceps and look like The Rock. They look like Vin Diesel, or look like all these buff people. They look like what's that, Terry Crews. That cost. You want the biceps, and you want to look like 50. That costs, man. It's not free. And if you want to be that strong in this truth, it's gonna cost you. You're gonna have to be curling these precepts. You're gonna have to be searching these lessons. You have to be running miles. You have to be running marathons through these scriptures. It's gonna cost you. Let's go to 2 Kings. Watch this. 2 Kings, 2nd chapter. 2 Kings, 2nd chapter. Maybe about the 9th verse. Right? And it came to pass when they were going over. Wait, no, that may not be what I want. Yeah. And it came to pass, verse 9. And it came to pass, 2 Kings, 2nd chapter, verse 9. And it came to pass when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I should do for thee, before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. Now you got to understand, Elisha just left and followed Elijah. Had a good life pretty much mapped out for him. He dropped everything to follow destiny, man. Following destiny gonna cost you. Having a purpose will cost you, man. It's gonna cost you. Elijah said, I want a double portion of that spirit you had, Elijah. I want a double portion of that. Alright. Verse 10, and he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Boy, you asked a hard thing. Boy, you know how much that costs? You know how much that costs? Understand, Elijah followed Elijah the whole way. Pretty much almost like servant status, man. Humble. It costs you. Like you have to do, it's certain things you have to learn. It's certain things you have to learn about humility, man. There's certain things you have to go through to gain humility. There's certain things you have to go through to gain the capacity to go through and develop your patience, man. You got to go through tribulations. Verse 10. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it should not be so. So if you don't stick it out to the end, you don't get it. You got to ride it out to the end until you see me taken up. Once you see me taken, then you can say that. But you don't see me taken, then you don't get it. If you leave before I'm taken, you don't get the double portion. Because you didn't finish it out. You didn't pay full price. You asked for a refund. But of course Elijah stuck it out and got that double portion, man. And I just wanted to bring this out just it costs you. I'm finna go here and get on this treadmill, man. I hate getting on that treadmill. I hate doing squats. I hate it. But it costs. Tired of being fat, man. So it's gonna cost me. And that discipline, denying thyself, man. Taking up thy cross and denying thyself. Matter of fact, that's important, man. I don't even think I'm gonna bring that out though. Yeah. Denying thyself, man. Because if you don't, matter of fact, I'll bring it out. It's in like Mark 8. Mark 8. Mark 8, 30 something. 34, I think. Yeah. Mark 8:34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself. See that denying yourself, it costs, man. You have to deny yourself. That's self-love, man. That's self-esteem. Denying yourself. You saying yeah to everything, you buy yourself everything, you eating everything that you want. That's really self-hatred. And I'm going to let you digest on that with that. Well, let me finish this script up. Whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. But whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. So understand that you just got it all backwards. Just turn it like that. That's all you got to do. That's all you need to know. If you're not really in this truth, your current thinking has to be completely turned and understand that denying yourself is self-love, right? That is self-love. And the opposite of that is self-hatred, right? You telling yourself you can get this, you can get that, you buying yourself this, you buying yourself that, da, 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 da. You really hating yourself. And now allowing yourself to have the discipline to gain the capacity to be used as a vessel to pay the price. With that, say shalom.